This football channel has made over $120,000 just from ad revenue in a little over a year. As you can see, if I click on all these videos, you can see 1 year ago and 1 year ago. And they have made that much just by uploading simple football clips and compiling them into long form videos. And they aren't even posting that often and they're still getting like crazy views per video. Of course it varies as you can see, but on average they're doing like 200,000 views per video. And that's over $1,000 every upload. Like that's pretty insane. And it's not just them, this channel of mine has earned me over $200,000, as you can see, ever since I started it around 2 years ago. I will just scroll through it. As you can see, I had some $1,000 days here and here. That was pretty crazy, but like it's consistently making me at least over $100 a day. I will even show you the last 20 days. I don't even post it regularly. I post like once a month. And as you can see, I'm still making, over $100 a day consistently. That's just one. I have a lot more. This is another one. I will show you. This was in the month of May. As you can see, it made me close to $4,000 just from ad revenue. Another channel, as you can see, different subscriber counts. This one, almost $8,000. And I'm not doing this to flex, by the way. Maybe a little bit, but I just want to show you that I know what I'm talking about. Because I see too much misinformation being spread around when it comes to monetizing YouTube channels, especially in the football niche. Last one I will show you here. This is a brand new channel I made and it's just starting to blow up, as you can see. And it's not monetized yet, but it has already earned me over $300 just from another monetization method, which I will talk about later. And I will show you how you can apply that to the football niche. So grab your notepad, popcorn, whatever, because in this video I'm going to teach you how to actually start and grow your own football channel, how to actually avoid copyright issues, and how to start making money with ad revenue. Plus I'm going to give you another monetization method that literally nobody else is talking about. Now before we go too deep into this, let me clear something up. Everyone thinks the football niche is all rainbows and sunshine. Yes, you can get a crazy amount of views pretty easily, and I'll show you proof of that in a minute, but the sheer misinformation out there is pretty concerning. Like you're probably seeing channels claiming you can just re-upload basic football highlights, rack up views and make money, and that's not how it works. That might have been the case a few years ago, but it's not like that anymore. You have to make content that is transformative. You have to just drill this into your brain. Your videos need to fall under what is so-called fair use. That means taking the footage and turning it into something new by adding commentary, text, unique editing, or just educational angles. I will show you how to do this later, don't worry, but just without that, YouTube will never approve your channel for monetization, and if you somehow get monetized, there's just a matter of time before you either get demonetized or someone comes and claims your content. And there's another thing most people don't talk about. There are agencies and companies out there who are actively claiming football footage and they are doing it pretty aggressively. Now, when they file a claim, your channel is safe, you won't get a strike, or your YouTube channel won't get deleted or removed or anything like that. But the catch is that they take all the revenue from that video going forward. And that sucks, because imagine just spending time editing, making that video, and then the video blows up and then someone else pockets your money. That has happened to me a bit before, a long time ago, and trust me, it's pretty shit. And some leagues and cups and teams are way stricter than others. I've listed the ones on the right, who you basically want to avoid at all costs, because if you get big enough, if your channel gets big, like the one I showed you, which you want to do since you want to make money, then you will run into claims if you are using content from these type of sources. So just save yourself from the headache and just stay far away from these. Some of you by now might be like, so why even start a football channel? Well, football is the most watched sport on the planet, and they have over 3.5 billion fans. So the demand for highlights, analysis, compilations, anything related to football is just massive. And the people who know how to actually edit under fair use are the ones who are pulling in millions of views and tens of thousands of dollars every single month. And if you do this right, the football niche is probably the fastest niche to actually make some decent money with. Like, just think about it for a second. Who are the most famous people on the earth? Well, according to Instagram at least, Ronaldo and Messi are the most followed. And what does that mean? Well, it means that good videos surrounding them using their face or name in the videos are almost always going to go viral. Like, you can see this in Player Goat if I sort by most popular. Who are popping up on the screen? Well, first of all, here we have Ronaldo, here you have Messi and Ronaldo, and in the title it's Cristiano Ronaldo respect moments. As you see here, Ronaldo and Messi again, Ronaldo, Messi. Like as you can see here, maybe four videos don't have either Messi or Ronaldo in the thumbnail. And the ones who don't still have these big football superstars like Mbappe, Haaland, and others. So that is one very easy way to go viral in the football niche. Just use the most popular names. Alright, step 1 is finding and downloading matches and actually finding the clips. There are a few good sources you can use, websites like this one, Futbalia, which I will show you in more detail later. They have literally every match in history, like almost at least. Now for some more recent matches, I think they have like a 1 month delay in actually posting full match highlights for like newer matches. But for those newer matches, like literally every team posts their own team's highlights, like Chelsea, Arsenal, for instance, they just post it on their YouTube and website, so you can just check that. Another underrated source is Twitter, or X as it's called now. Like fans are constantly just posting funny moments or just like insane clips from games as they happen. Like there is such a big community on there, so that can definitely be gold if you're creating like funny moments in football and such. Now you can download YouTube videos and Twitter videos pretty easily. There are just tons of websites for that, but for Futbalia they don't have one, but there is a simple workaround, and that's why I'm going to show you here. So you just want to scroll through. Let's say I wanted to do more recent, just go a little bit back. Let's say I wanted to have a clip from Chelsea versus City on November the 12th. So I just click on this. Just clicking on this, you will get the full match here. So to actually get the footage, you just want to go back again and you want to click on inspect element on the match you want. Then you want to actually click on it. And here you want to click on network, and then you just want to play the video a bit. Now when you've done that, this green video icon should pop up. So just double click on that and here you get the video, and you just want to click here to actually download it. Just a quick disclaimer, this is for educational purposes only. Football footage is copyrighted, so the real key is how you edit and transform the clips, which I will show you in the next steps. So I'm going to show you how to actually edit this. Now a lot of people believe there's some magic rule in editing, like if I just use under 4 seconds of a clip, then I won't get copyrighted. And that is not true. Sure, the guidelines are like to keep wide shots. So wide shots in football matches, like just the normal shots under 5 seconds, and then more close-ups, make sure that is under 3 seconds. They are just smart rules to actually follow, but there is no official rule that actually protects you. You could still get copyrighted even for using a 1 second clip. What really matters is the nature of your content and how transformative it is. That's the difference between the video that gets claimed and the video that passes for fair use. But still, let me show you a few steps that you can actually use. First, you want to trim your clips. So as a guideline, keep wide broadcast shots around 5 seconds or less, and close-ups or replays at least 3 seconds or less. That way you're not just dumping long uncut footage that will just be instantly picked up by the YouTube content idea. So I just went into a random part of this video, and to actually split it and to actually trim it and cut it, you basically click this, the split icon, or Control B, and then I'm just going to zoom in and make sure. So as you can see, just gonna make it about 3 seconds. That's enough. Trim that again. So that's the close-up. I'll make sure to actually mute it. And then I'm going to go to the part where it actually takes the penalty kick, which is going to be the kind of wide broadcast part. So basically, again, split it, just show, making sure it's under about that. That's fine. And here I'm just going to show the replay of that kind of very quickly. So like something like this. Yeah, just like that. And as you can see, and if we take a look at how that looks, so if you take a look, that should look pretty nice. Here's the close-up, and then you have him taking a penalty, which is the wide broadcast, and there you have the close-up or the replay again. Now the second part is to rearrange the clip order. Broadcast follow a very predictable sequence, which is usually the wide shot, the replay, then you have the close-up, and then celebration. So if you like leave it like that, if you're going to show a goal, then Content ID will pick it up instantly. A content idea, if I didn't mention it earlier, is YouTube's built-in detector, almost like a fingerprint scan. So they basically scan your videos and they try to match that to a database of just hundreds of thousands of different videos to see if you are using anything copyrighted. And if the match is too big, then you will get a claim. So by mixing that order, like showing this clip before this one, might be a good idea, because you're making the content unique. So next step is cropping and zooming, cutting off logos, zooming in an action, or like reframing the shots. That will make your videos visually different from the original broadcast, which can definitely help. So quickly, just to show you how to actually do the zoom. Let's say I wanted to zoom in the exact moment he shot. So I wanted to kind of put emphasis on that. Then I would go in CapCut to the moment he shot here. Then I would click on this icon here next to the scale, which says add keyframe. Then when he actually takes the shot, so let's say here, then I want to add another keyframe, and then I want to go here on the scale and I want to zoom in a bit. So something like this. We can see how that looks. As you can see, that looks decent, and that's basically how to do the zoom. Fourth point is to actually add filters and small tweaks, like a bit of contrast, brightness, or even like color grading, or just taking effects here. Can make your videos more visually distinctive and harder to actually match to the source. So like adding something like a vignette here. As you can see, that adds something. Glitch effect maybe not having it like be that crazy, but like just something like this. That definitely adds some uniqueness to it, and it makes it harder for the content idea to actually match that to the copyrighted source. Like if you look at Player God, for example, they add kind of a texture over every single clip in their video. It's a very small thing, but it definitely helps them not getting claimed. Now the editing tricks I showed you, as I said, are mainly to stop your videos from getting hit with those automatic content ID claims. Doing this alone won't get you monetized. So once you figured that out, this is the part that actually gets you monetized, and that is adding value. Avoiding content ID claims with trimming and cropping is useful, but YouTube only approves channels that add unique value. This is how you pass the reuse content check and stand out from thousands of other football channels. One of the easiest ways to do this is just to add overlays. Show like for instance custom scorelines, goal scores, timestamps, or even like little commentary notes on the screen. Like I will show you from Player God here, he adds this very small text here. As you can see, red card for what? And this just instantly makes the clip more engaging and clearly more than just a re-upload, which YouTube likes. Now the next part you will see with these big channels like Player God and Offside is that they have commentary. And commentary transforms your video from just a highlight reel into something new. Whether that's analysis, storytelling, or just like reactions to what's happening on the screen, when you add commentary, you're not just entertaining, you're actually educating. You're educating, you're breaking down plays, you're giving context, and you're making sure the content is basically yours. Or that's what the fair use law says anyways. So this is such an important step. Don't glance over this. You need to add voiceovers in this day in order to get monetized doing this type of content. Now, if you don't want to record your own voice, that's where AI tools like Level Labs, which is in my opinion the best text-to-speech program out there, actually come in. Like it's just super realistic. I use it for over half of my channels. Like it's so realistic most people can't even tell it's AI. So here's how you can actually use it. So first of all, just use ChatGPT to draft kind of a quick script or just commentary notes. Then you basically just paste that into the text-to-speech under here on Playground on the Level Labs. And then you just want to pick a voice or actually make one. With the new voice design for V3, you can actually just make one with a prompt, which is pretty damn cool. So you can create whatever voice you want. But if you want to find one existing, you just go to voices here, and there are just tons of voices you can do. There are just a bunch of filters, like if I wanted a male, I wanted him to be young, just apply those filters. And as you can see, there's thousands of voices that you can use. Then when you found your voice, you just want to select it here. Then you want to change the speed. If you want it to be kind of faster speech or slower, just adjust it here. Stability, similarity. If you want more exaggeration, like if you want a bit more energy to it, then you can definitely take that up. But as you can see, over 50 may lead to instability. So just mess around with the settings, try to see what works best. And yeah, just click generate speech when you're done. So basically drop that audio into CapCut, sync it with the clips, and you basically have a fully transformed video. Of course, you can stack this with overlays like scorelines, goal scores, timestamps, whatever, but commentary should be the foundation. And if you only do one thing to make your videos unique, then you need to do this. And you can also add short intros made from like 2 or 3 exciting clips inside the video with kind of bold text overlays or just images, effects, transitions, whatever, like this video does. Not only does it show YouTube, who when they review if a channel can get monetized or not, they don't watch more than 10 seconds of a video. So if I worked for YouTube, then I would clearly see that, okay, this is transformative enough, this channel will get monetized. But it also hooks the viewers right away, so it improves retention and it makes your video stand out even more, which actually means more views. And what does that mean? That means more money. So remember, trimming and cropping stops the claims, but commentary is what gets you monetized. Now let's talk about my favorite subject, money. So in the football niche, the average RPM is around $2.5 to $5, meaning for every 1,000 views that you get, you're making about $3 to $5. Now that doesn't sound crazy until you actually get some good views. Like a video with 1.5 million views, can pull in about $5,000 in ad revenue alone. And channels are doing this over and over again. But here's the thing that most people tend to forget. To even qualify for YouTube's ad revenue, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. And that takes time to build. And if you are a beginner and you don't know the strategies like I do, where I can grow a channel to get monetized, like the one I showed you, that one should be able to get monetized in under 2 weeks. But there are things you can do before that. And that is where affiliate marketing comes in. And this is the opportunity most people skip over. The great thing is that the second you start your YouTube channel, you can drop affiliate links in your descriptions. And football content is perfect for this because you can promote things like football merchandise like Messi fan shirts or official jerseys or retro kits. You can promote digital products like courses on how to become better at dribbling, for example. You can promote the betting platforms or fantasy football apps. And like if you sign up to ones that pay recurring commissions, then you can make some stupid money out of this. And you can also even push your own products if you want to get creative with it. This is exactly how this channel has been able to make me over $300. And that is crazy to think about, just from the fact that it started just blowing up a few days ago and it's not even monetized. And when you combine affiliate marketing with YouTube ads, that's where things start to get serious. Stacking YouTube ad revenue with affiliate offers is exactly what's helping me generate over $50,000 per month. And that's the strategy I break down step by step inside my free school community. So if you want to learn this properly, I run a free school community where I basically share everything that doesn't make it into these YouTube videos. Inside you will find my free Faceless YouTube Masterclass, which I showed you, just literally everything you need to know to actually get started. Tools and resources that I gatekeep that make just the process so much easier. There are a lot of AI tools inside there that can generate you faceless videos with one click. It's pretty insane. I have a weekly updated niche list to show you what niches are trending right now. So if you don't want to do the football niche, then there are tons of options inside there. Videos and case studies that are not on YouTube, and even a freelancer list if you want to hire people to do the work for you. And probably most importantly, a group of like-minded people who are all building faceless channels. I will show you here one of the members, Bobby. He made $15,000 in a month from one channel using the strategies that I teach. So the link is in the description. It's free to join. Don't go into YouTube as a lone wolf. Learn from the mistakes I did and actually learn how to do it right. I hope this was helpful and I'm looking forward to see you inside. Have a great day.